Just outside of Morgantown, West Virginia, is a cemetery with some ornate headstones and statues. And in 1975, a peculiar event raised questions in the community. It was 2 days before the 4th of July celebrations, and a groundskeeper was doing his usual walkthrough when he stumbled across the most unusual and bizarre thing. A single unmarked grave had unearthed. Authorities were called along with seismologists from West Virginia University. No vandalism or fireworks seemed to be the culprit. No gas explosions had occurred, because if it had been that, other graves would have been pushed up as well. When they thought the body must have combusted, they looked at the cement encasing which contained the wooden coffin, and in it was a perfectly preserved body of the 3-year-old Harry Spitz, who had died 63 years ago in 1912. Ron Rittenhouse, a local photographer who still works at the Dominion Post, said in an interview, you could see the coloration in his eyes, and it looked like he'd only been dead for about a week. Strange events followed as Harry's mother, Desiree, was in a hospital miles away. Nurses claimed that they could hear a child's laughter or crying coming from Desiree's room. When they went to go check, nobody was there but Desiree. She didn't talk much in her elderly years and had never heard about her son's uninterment. But the nurses claimed that after Harry's body resurfaced, she started talking, saying, "Harry's coming home. He's coming home." So I'm at Oak Grove Cemetery, which is where the grave of Harry Spitz uninterred on July 2nd, 1975. And I'm about to do an experiment here to see if anything happens. The last time I was here, I caught some disembodied voices. Do you remember what happened back in 1912? What happened to your child, Henry and Desiree? Can you tell me on this box here in front of me? But I'm gonna run an experiment with the spirit box and see if anything happens. And it's not too far of a walk from the road. Here's Harry's grave. These are his parents, Desiree and Henry. And as you guys can see, there's the main road right up there. So I can't spend too much time out here today, but I am gonna try and do as much as I can while I am here. So we'll see what happens. Do you still have that toy that I brought you? I brought this toy for Harry. And I just wanted to know if any of you would like to speak about what had happened on July 2nd, 1975, and the events that followed up until your passing, Desiree, in 1978. So Harry, I'm gonna put this right here for you, bud. So you can play with that. That is yours. You can keep that. Yes, you do. Hi, Desiree and Henry. Just want you all to know that I'm just here to communicate. I'm not here to cause any harm. I just want to learn more about you and why Harry is so special. Why Harry is so special. So I'm gonna break out a couple of devices that you guys can use and try and communicate with And if you want your story to be told, if there's anything that you want the world to know, or for me to know, you can speak into those devices. I am unaware of the voices captured on my camera's microphone before breaking out my gear. I initially planned to film with a GoPro filming the EMF detector in Spirit Box. However, within less than a couple of minutes, a fully charged battery was completely drained, and I had to set up my full spectrum camera in its place. So right now I've got the EMF detector. I'm about to start up the Spirit Box. So right now I've got the EMF detector. I'm about to start up the Spirit Box. Alright, so I have the full spectrum camera set up, EMF detector is set up, Spirit Box is running. I'm about to hit record on the digital recorder. Recording on the full spectrum. Recording on the digital recorder in 3, 2. Harry Spitz, Desiree Spitz, Henry Spitz. My name's Danny Strakel. I was here about a week ago, and I'm here again to try and make communication. Now, I have this device right here. It is a radio that you can speak into, and if you speak loud enough, this device right here is going to record your voice, your response. And I also have this device right here that has some blue on it, and if you walk over and you touch it, it will let me know that you are here. So I'm gonna just ask some general questions, and if you would like to answer, please do so on one of the devices here or on the microphone that is on this camera. Can you tell me how Harry died? As I am asking how Harry died, a spirit seems to say died with me. Can you tell me how Harry died? How Harry died? How Harry died? I have no clue that in the moment a spirit says the exact same thing as me. This only further proves that spirit communication is intelligent. They say it was from cholera and phantom. And if you could tell me that on the radio device, I would greatly appreciate it. Again, I'm not here to cause any harm. I'm just here to learn more about you and your story. to confirm the urban legends that have followed since that day on July 2nd, 1975. Desiree, I know it was your birthday, so happy belated birthday. I know it was a couple of days ago. Can you tell me how old you are? I'm a little nervous right now. It said that Harry was a very smart child, and that he knew 5 languages. Is that true? Can you tell me why Harry's grave resurfaced that morning of July 2nd, 1975? Did he have unfinished business here on Earth? And why was his body perfectly preserved? Desiree, did you keep Harry's body preserved with your love? Is that possible? And why was his body perfectly preserved? What happened in the years that followed Harry's passing? Desiree, I know that you owned a women's clothing store, but it was lost in the Great Depression. How did that make you feel? But it was lost in the Great Depression. How did that make you feel? I heard that you would always compare your other child, your other children, to Harry, saying that Harry was perfect. Why was Harry perfect? You would say things like, Harry would never be like that, or Harry would never do that. Did you have some type of resentment? Was something darker at play with Harry's uninterment? It's a huge mystery as to why Harry's body was perfectly preserved after 63 years of being dead in an unmarked grave. Who put the silver plaque that said, "Our Darling," on Harry's coffin? inside the concrete vault? Whose idea was that? I just want to make a note that there's no fluctuation on the milligauss so far. I've been keeping an eye on it. I have no idea what the Spirit Box responses are right now because I can't hear any of it. They're all being recorded into the digital recorder over there. So I have no idea what's being said. Harry, if you're here, can you come over and touch this blue device? Can you make these numbers go up? Oh no. This had a full battery when I turned this on. And now it's flashing. I'm gonna pause this. Just so that saves. But that had a full battery. I don't know why these batteries are dying. I was only recording on the full spectrum camera for about 8.5 minutes. Are you draining the batteries to communicate with me on the Spirit Box, on the radio? I can't believe that battery's flashing like that. It was a fully charged battery, and this battery lasts a while. I've let this battery run well over an hour before during investigations. And within 10 minutes, it's already flashing like it's dead. To any of the Spitz family that is here, oh my gosh. The Spirit Box battery is on 1. Those were brand new AAAs that I put in that. Do you want me to be here? Do you like that I'm communicating with you? I'm just gonna have to do short bursts on the full spectrum camera. I don't like doing that. Is it okay that I'm here communicating with you? I don't think it is. I feel very uneasy. I'm not nauseous or sick or anything, it's just like a uneasy feeling. And I mean, it's broad daylight. There's people around. Not in the cemetery right now, but there's ongoing traffic and everything. If there's one thing that you could tell me about Harry, what would it be? Do you remember the name of the police officers that were here the day that Harry's body came out of the earth? Do you remember the name of the photographer who took Harry's photo that day? Do you remember the name of the police officers that were here the day that Harry's body came out of the earth? Was the nurse by the name of Cheryl who took care of Desiree? Did she see you, Harry? It said that Desiree started talking about you after your body came out of the earth. Did you go visit your mom, Harry? The full spectrum camera just died. It's gone. There's been no fluctuations on the EMF detector. Just slight temperature changes. To any of the Spitz family, I'll be back to talk to you again and to document more about what had happened, because I can't do that with you draining my batteries. If I'm allowed to come back, can you let me know on the Spirit Box, please? I want to thank you for speaking with me. I want to thank you for speaking with me. I really appreciate it. Harry, I hope that you like your toy. I'll just have to come back. Would it be better if I came back in July on the anniversary of when it happened?
I just want to thank you again for speaking. Would it be better if I came back in July on the anniversary of when it happened? So I didn't get to exactly film everything that I wanted to. I had a fully charged GoPro. I had a fully charged full spectrum battery. New batteries in the Spirit Box. And all drained within minutes of me being here. Now I know spirits who haven't got to speak in a long time will use the energy that's around, and I'm assuming they were just gathering all of that energy up to use for communication. And I hope that when I get back and I'm editing and I'm reviewing the digital recorder evidence of the Spirit Box, once I align those clips up, I hope that there is some intelligent communication, and I hope I'm allowed to return. So I'm gonna pack up and get out of here.
Although this investigation was held during midday in late November, I wasn't sure if I was going to get any intelligent communication or responses through the Spirit Box. Although after syncing the recorded audio from the digital recorder along with the video and audio from my cameras, I think it's safe to say that there was direct communication with multiple spirits. Could it be possible that the Spitz family tried to come through the Spirit Box? And were they the only ones draining the batteries from my cameras? Or was something else there, lingering in the background? I'll leave that up to you to decide.